Hey everybody. So yesterday I was at the beach and it's amazing to me. For those who don't know, I am a priestess of Obatala in the Yoruba or Ifa tradition or Lukumi tradition, depending upon how you want to look at it. But I was at the beach. I went to the beach yesterday, and oh my God, I put like a hurting on myself getting offerings to the beach. But the reason why I came here is I wanted to talk about offerings and when they come from the heart and what you're really trying to do. And I'm a person that really is like a stickler for doing offerings the way they're supposed to be done. Like, supposed to be done, like down to the letter. But sometimes it just does not work out like that. Sometimes you're just trying to do your due diligence to get to the site and have everything that you can have on you to get there, and something's left at home, and I live nowhere near the beach. So I'm not far from it, but at least an hour and a half away from the beach. It's not like, I can run back home um, from the water and go get what I've left in my house. So it just, it amazes me how, though, if you are serious about what you do, and when I say serious, I mean you shouldn't be just dealing with the Orisha every now and then from like a perfunctory, I'm going to come deal with the Orisha because it's this big holiday type thing. You should be, if you're in this tradition, you should be learning from your godparent, and as much as you can about understanding that you have to put in that work and put in that time in talking to the Orisha and building a relationship with them. It's no different than when you're building a relationship with your ancestors, which I talk about a lot here and everywhere, wherever I talk. I talk about the ancestors a lot. This thing is reflecting and it is driving me crazy. Um, but you should also, it's the same way that you would deal with people. Like, if you're a person that calls people only when you need them, and only when it is convenient for you, and you're not thinking about them any other time, like you don't take their calls when they're calling you. And Orishas and ancestors do reach out and talk to you. They'll give you little clues that they're trying to send you a message. And if you don't pay those messages no mind, just like if you don't pick up the phone for someone, you should not feel any type of way when you don't get the response from the Orisha or the person that you refuse to engage on a regular basis in a good way. People don't get this whole human idea, or what they do, which is something else that blows my mind, is they'll take the tradition extremely seriously, making sure that they're building this relationship with their ancestors and the Orisha, which is very beneficial for them, but they completely lack the humanity to deal with other people. Weird. Okay, like that's something you gotta improve upon, because when we leave here, we leave our stamp on this planet, and the offerings that we give are offerings of love, offerings of human compassion, of empathy, of sympathy. You know, how are we going to be appreciated when we leave? Will we ever be lauded as an ancestor, like somebody that people will be like, yo, I know that Yaya Amira heard me because I went and I talked to her, because when she was alive here on this earth, she would take my call no matter what. Or he would take my, if it's your godfather or whatever, he would take my call no matter what. These are offerings. When we are listening to people, when we're calling people, also as godchildren, to be responsible with those relationships. One of the things I was talking about this morning with my mother is that you have to put money in the bank. And money in the bank means money in, and what I'm talking about when it comes to relationships is like you got to put money in the love bank with people. I know so many people that suck at that. And I know so many people that are absolutely great at that. And I try and emulate those people that are great at it, that understand you don't do it just from a standpoint of what you can get out of someone, but from your heart. Like, can you feel the pain that they're going through? Can you feel what you wouldn't want them to feel, and so you're trying to help them? I think a lot of the times we feel like this when it comes to our children, when it comes to our loved ones, but sometimes we're not good at expressing that. And that is something that we have to work on. So I began this video talking about offerings. Those are types of offerings. And so when you're building a relationship on a regular basis with the Orisha, and they know that you are a person that is a stickler about how you do an offering, if you mess up one time, if you don't have everything together, they still accept it. For those that know how to throw OB, or OBO by tie, depending upon the tradition that you're in, you know that once you check, oh, the connection's very bad, y'all. Oh, that's not good. We'll have to end this soon. But you know that once you check if that offering's been accepted, all I can say is Mafere Fun Yamaja, Mafere Fun Olokun, and Mafere Fun to the rest of the Orishas. This is a beautiful path. I love it because of how I connect with so many people and these energies and my ancestors. That's all I can say. When you do your offerings, don't just think of them as going to an altar and sitting down. You could talk to your ancestors and the Orisha at any given time. You can hear them at any given time and listen when they're talking to you. Don't just be a person always there begging. And when you go, sometimes just say thank you and don't say nothing else. Because there's a lot to be thankful and grateful for. I just thought I'd pass that information along. The connection, I think, got a little bit better, y'all. All right, everybody have a great day. And I'm ending on 7:07. We'll close. Bye.